Welcome to Faith Alive in 5, the 5-minute gospel. Now here's your host, DrFaye.
Have you ever felt like that sometimes what you do just doesn't matter and you're not making an impact? Even though you're busy, you're doing a lot of things, but you go home and you feel a bit discouraged. Today, I want to encourage you in this month's theme, faith in everyday action. Sometimes you feel as though God didn't hear you, or that your friends don't care, or your neighbors are indifferent. But I assure you that you are a book that someone is reading every day. So I encourage you in this title or topic, keep showing up. Show up anyway, regardless of how you feel or how you perceive other people may feel. Show up anyway. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." And I like to say it this way: don't give up, cave in, and quit. Keep moving. So as we continue this month's theme, we're discovering that faith isn't something we simply believe. Faith is something we live each and every day of our lives. And every ordinary day becomes extraordinary when we choose to trust God in practical ways. Have you ever noticed that some of life's greatest victories don't happen in one dramatic moment? They happen because someone simply kept showing up. The teacher who prepares another lesson, the nurse who begins another shift. Some people think that the first day of school is when the teacher walks into the classroom, but that's not true. Actually, school never stops for teachers. It never ends. There's no out of school. That's a dream anymore, because teachers continue to work all summer and their vision is toward that classroom that's coming up in the fall. The nurse who begins another shift, knowing that another shift will come after that one. The farmer who plants another field without knowing exactly what the harvest will bring. Not only is he or she planning, they're planting. Even in their mind, they've already planted the field. The small business owner who unlocks the front door one more morning, hoping for a turnaround. Showing up may not feel heroic or sheroic, but it is often where faith truly begins in our everyday waking, walking, talking lives. We sometimes think faith has to look spectacular, the Red Sea parting, Lazarus being raised from the dead. We imagine miracles happening in grand moments, yet throughout Scripture, God consistently worked through people who remain faithful in ordinary assignments. God is not expecting you to cross the Red Sea, literally. He's expecting you to just take the next step. Noah kept building. Joseph kept serving. Ruth kept gathering grain. They didn't know exactly how everything would unfold, but they trusted God enough to take the next step. Many people quit because they don't immediately see results. They mistake slow progress for failure, but God often develops character before he reveals outcomes. Can you imagine? You put a seed in the ground and you're expecting the harvest overnight. This is not Jack and the Beanstalk, You have to be patient and wait for the seed to germinate, to do its thing before you see the harvest. Faith is choosing to remain faithful when the evidence hasn't caught up with the promise. You may be caring for aging parents, working toward a degree, building a business, serving your church, volunteering in your community, raising children, trying again after disappointment. None of these things happen overnight, darlings. Every act of consistencies become a declaration that says, God, I trust you enough to keep moving. Never underestimate what God can accomplish through someone who refuses to quit. Don't you dare give up, cave in, and quit. Take a deep breath. Don't do it. Sometimes your greatest testimony won't be that you made one giant leap for mankind, but that you made one baby step for your kind. Yeah. It will be that you simply kept taking the next faithful step. Just keep taking steps. Keep taking steps. And remember this. Faith isn't proven by how high you leap. It's revealed by your willingness to keep showing up when no one is applauding you. and no one is watching. Visit faithaliveinfive.com to listen to previous broadcasts and discover practical encouragement for everyday life. Know someone whose everyday work is strengthening your community. I recommend them to be featured on Around Town with Dr. Faye. Go to aroundtown.drfaye.com. Consistency is often the clearest expression of faith. Keep showing up. God is still working. I'm Dr. Faye, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Dr. Faye would love hearing from you. Contact her today at 870-860-9758 or email coach@drfaye.com. And remember, the calling is a gift, but the choice is yours.